देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत राधर श्री अधिक और भक्तवृंदा। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत राधर श्री वासादिक और भक्तवृंदा। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत राधर श्री वासादिक और भक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे हरे।
Hare Krishna,
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम। हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम हरे हरे। Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, 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 Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Ram, Hare Yes, please continue chanting and finish your rounds if you're not done.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivas Gaur Bhaktivinoda, Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo. Hare Krishna, Karina, Bionto, Lakshay, Isha, Vidahi, Gauri, Avni, Ayush, and some of you are very shy, your cameras are off. Don't know why. Vinita, Mehul, Navya, and Athar. Thank you so much for your wonderful association. How was your chanting together? Good. Is it helpful? During the group chanting, please unmute. If possible, please unmute and chant. It's your time to loudly and genuinely call for Krishna, our best friend, our eternal mother, eternal father, eternal well-wisher. So how is everyone doing today? Happy, joyful, getting ready for Janmashtami preparations in almost 2 weeks, approximately 2-3 weeks. Okay, tell me, what are you doing for Janmashtami? Who is going to speak? Who is going to write? Everyone, please type, and maybe some of you will speak. Okay, Navya and Vedi. And everyone type in. I want to hear everyone's response.
We're doing Janmashtami at the temple, and we were just practicing the dances that we were going to do today.
Wow, you're going to do a dance. How many of you are dancing for Krishna on Janmashtami? Wow, so many of you. That's beautiful. You know, in our ISKCON program, dance is such an integral element, right? In every kirtan, we should dance enthusiastically. All of you are so sincere. You should encourage others also. Like some new people may be a little shy, and you know, you should encourage them. Let's make a circle. Let's dance together. Okay, beautiful. What else? So one is dancing for Krishna. Yes, Karina.
Hare Krishna, everybody. 2 contributions I'm doing. One contribution, me and Mihira are doing a dance for Janmashtami. And the second one is that I'm trying to get my American friend, Emily. She already came to a program once, and I'm getting her to come to Janmashtami again. I'm going to ask her to come. And if she says yes, we're going to have a really fun time together because, one, she loves Indian outfits. When she tried the first one on, she was like, oh my God, I love it. And she also loves the food too. So she loves everything about it.
That's beautiful. Thank you for inspiring your friends to also join the festival. That's a beautiful way to share, right? Sharing is caring, right? So you have your school friends, your classmates, your neighbors, whether they are of your age group or, you know, anyone you know. Even if you have someone in India, you can inspire them to go to the local ISKCON temple in their city, whether in Hyderabad or Bombay, Chennai. You know, in India, it's a holiday also. So you can inspire them to go to the respective local temples. Every temple has a grand Janmashtami celebration in any country, any city, any part of the world. Some of you are saying you're going to chant extra rounds. That's beautiful. Very nice. We'll have a big program, Gauri is saying. Very nice. Today we also have Mehul joining us. Haribol. So Mehul is from Tampa, right? Mehul, you want to tell a little bit about yourself?
So like I basically have not much of things to say about myself, but well, from the place I'm coming from, you guys are from Tampa, right?
Some.
Well, I don't see much of anything to say right now, but I'm just glad to be here.
That's a nice thing in itself, to be glad in the association of devotees. All of these friends here, we're not here to talk about the new movie in town, right? Or to a new gadget in town, right? A lot of material circles are around that topic, right? What's a new movie in town? What's a new gadget in town, right? But here, this is an online sangha where we try to build spiritual strength, right? And that's the topic for today, you know, to build spiritual strength. Before I get started, what does what comes in your mind when I share spiritual strength? And we want everyone to engage, participate, speak up. Then it'll be a meaningful learning from all directions. Yes, Vinita.
Hare Krishna. When I think of like spiritual strength, I think of the word faith, like having a strong faith.
Faith, that's beautiful. Having faith. Having faith in what?
Krishna.
Having faith in Krishna, the Supreme Lord. Yes. Yes, Isha. Yeah, everyone type in, because I won't be able to take all responses verbally, but I want to hear. So you have the option to type. Always you type in, I'm reading those also, as a few devotees are speaking. I'm reading other responses also parallelly. Okay, so please use the best, both the options. Okay. Yes, Isha. Please unmute.
So, yeah, I think about like when I think about when you say spiritual, I think about books, japa, and Krishna.
Wow. Books, japa, and Krishna. That's beautiful. Navya. Someone is saying, I think of Balaram. Is that? Bala means strength, right? Power. Is that you wanted to share?
I was going to say, Prabhuji, that I think of Balaram too because I think his name means spiritual strength.
Bala means strength. You know that? Bala means strength. Balavan. So what does the word Balavan mean? You know Van word, right? Dhanvan, Vidyavan, Gyanvan. What does Van mean? Bhagavan. Who knows? Yes, Vedi?
The person who like has that stuff.
Yes, who possesses that? So, Bhagavan, who possesses opulences. Okay, very good. I think you're in this right room to talk about spiritual strength. So, I'll share. I made some slides. Sometimes I don't get time to make these slides, but today I made some. So, we'll see if it's helpful. Do you like slides? Is it helpful? Okay, I'll try to do it more often. Maybe some of you can also help me to make slides, right? Navya likes to make slides. I heard your services list. You like to make slides, right? Who all like to make slides? PowerPoint slides? Wow, that's amazing. Almost all of you. You're all so high-tech. Then you have to help me. Who all like to make videos? Videos, Nowadays, there are tools you can make videos using AI, and a lot of things are there. You can make tools very easily and in a much easier way. Okay, but let's start our today's discussion. You all can see my slides. Okay, I'll try my best. I'm still recovering, which will take a few weeks, but I'll try my best. I didn't want to miss all of your association, so I thought we'll do something.
Prabhuji, can I say something for a second?
Yes, please tell.
So if you just want to make it like go into the thing instead of like showing the other slides in the side, because we can all see that, I think you should go into the slideshow and yeah.
Wow.
There's this button in the slideshow that can help it look more like a slideshow.
Thank you.
Yes.
See, that's why I have all of you. You're also high tech. Thank you for sharing. Now you see only the slide.
Yes, Babuji.
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashat Deshatharini. Sadhu Sangha Nama Kirtan Bhagavata Shravana Matravasa Shri Murti Rashradhaya Savana. Sakala Sadhana Shrestha Ei Panchiranga Krishna Prema Janmai Panchir Alpasanga. Sadhunam Samachittanam Sutaram Matkritatmanam Darshanena Bhaved Bandho Pumso Aksharo Savituryatha. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So we'll talk about spiritual strength today. What is it? Why is it important? How to develop it? How we can develop spiritual strength and things like that. Thanks, Mehul, for helping me with this. But there's a reason I do that way, because we do some discussion and then I make more points. I add more points so that we can add and take lessons and learnings from all of you. So I'll go back to that in a short while. We have physical strength, right? Correct? You all know physical strength, what it means, bodily strength. Is it important? Is bodily strength important? Everyone will agree to that. How can we develop bodily strength? So why is it important, right? Quick, we'll tell. Right? It keeps us away from diseases, right? It will give us power and strength to do work in the right direction, right? It will we will stay away from diseases. We'll be productive, right? What else, Lakshay?
Like if we are healthy, then we can do like more services to Krishna and other devotees.
Yes, absolutely. If we are healthy, we can do services to ourselves, our family, our devotees, temple, etc. So bodily strength, very important. How do we develop? Let's take some thoughts. I have written a few. Do you think these make sense? Healthy food, will it help to develop bodily strength? What about exercise? Will it help? When I say exercise, it includes a lot, like running, jogging, pranayam, yoga, asanas, this, that's all forms of exercise. Avoid unhealthy food. Will it help to develop bodily strength? Good. What else? Any other thoughts you think will help? Let's capture. By the way, I'm using one screen, so you have to use your electronic hands. Yes, Mehul? Anything else will help to develop our bodily strength?
I mean, well, you can drink like healthy stuff. I mean, I've heard that there's some kinds of drinks that can help you develop the bodily strength.
Okay, healthy foods are part of food. Healthy food or diet includes water and other healthy drinks, and avoiding unhealthy food means avoiding unhealthy drinks also. So yes, it's part of diet, like good intake. What else is going to help? Food, drinks, all are part of it. Yes, Beyonto?
I guess praying to Krishna to help you, I guess.
That's more spiritual, like, but yeah, we can add it, absolutely. Healthy thoughts also important, right? We're just talking about, we'll come to the spiritual side soon, but here we're talking about pure, material. Like someone may not be praying to God, but still they may have a good body, good fit body. They may not be spiritual. They may use body for wrong purposes, but they may have a healthy body. But so we can take lessons from them, right? Healthy thoughts, good routine. I was thinking if someone would add that or not, right? Having a good routine is right, which is the famous verse in the Bhagavad Gita, which talks about a balance of routine, right? It's in chapter 6. All of you know that. Most of you know that. And for those who don't know, this will be your task also. Yes, Avani, please tell.
I'm forgetting the exact number, but I think the verse is Yukta Hara Viharasya Yukta Chestasya Karmasu Yukta Swapnava Bodhasya Yogo Bhavati Dukkha.
Beautiful verse. Thank you. That is the correct verse. And bonus if someone can tell the number of that. Isha?
8.21.
Good try. Lakshay?
I think it's 6.17.
Yes, yes. That is 6.17 of Bhagavad Gita. And my dear friends, so when we cover a verse and you have no idea about it, or you are missing things on that, that means you have to go back and refer, right? It means you have to go back and study again. And even if you know it, you study again, it's always helpful, right? So this talks about balance. This talks about healthy habits, eating, sleeping, recreation. Then that person will be free from dukkha. Yogo bhavati dukkha. So having a good routine is important. Having a good balance is important, right? Good routine and basically balance all aspects. And we have to do it regularly, right? We can't just say, oh, I'll take good food, once a month. Regularly or a good routine, they both tie together, right? Regular practice of above. So everyone agrees about bodily strength. These things will help us to have a healthy body, right? Good routine, good sleep, regular sleep, balance, eating, sleeping, recreation, etc. 6.17. Now, and we also discussed that how this will help us to stay away from diseases, how this will help us to do more work, right? And how this will help us to be more productive, whether it's in our studies, it's in our profession, it's in our bhakti, it's in any aspect of life. You agree with that? Yes, yes, or yes, yes. So what is spiritual strength? Let me take, now you all tell me. Some of you said faith in God. So same way, like we have bodily strength, correct? We need spiritual strength also. What do you think is spiritual strength? Come on, everyone has to respond something, right? Either verbally or type in. Yes, Atar and Beyonto.
Don't do the wrong activities and try to distance yourself from the bad people.
That is correct. But I'll add a little flavor to that. How many of us know that, yes, we are supposed to not eat bad food? How many of us are supposed to eat good food? How many of us know something is unhealthy we still put in our mouth? Right? How many of you have done that? It's unhealthy, but still put in our mouth. Or it's unhealthy habit, but we still end up doing it. Like watching nonsense TV, right? But the strength to say yes to good and no to bad, that is the spiritual strength. It's not just about knowing in the head, but have the power, right? Are you all following it? It's not that people don't know that something is bad or good. It's the strength to say yes to the right and no to wrong. You all know, right? Correct? And that is spiritual strength. That's one of the ways to understand spiritual strength. Also called self-discipline, correct? What else? Yes, Beyonto.
Atar stole my idea.
I stole, sorry? I stole your idea?
No, he stole my idea.
Oh, okay, no worries. We're all friends. What else? Work in alignment with Guru and scriptures. Guru Sadhu Shastra, Guru Scriptures, devotees, like basically to act what is good for our best interest. Yes, Lakshay?
I wanted to, so for spiritual strength, I thought that association with devotees would increase our like spiritual strength, and it would also help if we had self-control. Like we could like control ourselves from like eating or doing bad stuff.
We will come to those points as you're saying what will help us to develop spiritual strength, like association of devotees. We'll come to that shortly. But right now we're discussing more on what is spiritual strength, right? What is spiritual strength? Ability to control temptations, right? Or desires, or especially bad desires. Right? How many of us struggle with that? There is a temptation. Sometimes we are able to control it. Sometimes we are not able to control it, right? What is missing? When we are able to control it, we have strength. For example, we are in a bad environment. Bad environment means which is an infected place, correct? But if you have good bodily strength, so we'll keep these parallels together, right? Bodily strength and spiritual strength. The bodily strength, if the body is strong, the viruses will come. The viruses are there everywhere, right? But if your immunity is weak, the viruses will cause damage and will get diseased quicker, easier, faster, right? Are you all following? Are you falling asleep? Okay. Similarly, when temptations come, we are in this negative or this material environment which is full of lack of bhakti, right? So the temptations from schools, from other peers, from social pressures and this and that, right? When those things come, if we have good spiritual strength, we'll be able to say yes to the right and no to the wrong. Self-discipline, self-control, all that is part of spiritual strength, right? Which is a continuous thing. It takes a lot to develop that. I am also, practicing to develop it. It's a like material strength. Do we develop in one day? One day you go eat healthy food and develop material strength, right? Bodily strength. You go one day running 5 miles and you are very strong and healthy, and then no more work required. Correct? No, it's a continuous thing. Continuously we have to practice. It's a lifelong thing, right? Similarly with spiritual strength. Yes, Meho.
I mean, Prabhuji, I have to actually ask you. So, so when you said bad desires, don't you mean like, isn't every desire basically having like a bad thing behind it or something? I mean, I know it's going a little off topic, but
no, it's not off topic. It's a very good question you asked. Is every desire a bad desire? That's your question, right? Are desires bad? If the desires are for wrong things, they are bad. If the desire is for good, for example, well, I want to distribute prasadam in the Janmashtami festival. I really want to serve Krishna and devotees in this way. It's a beautiful desire, correct? It's a spiritual desire, correct? So we don't have to eliminate the desires. We have to spiritualize the desires, right? If we have some desire, oh, my friend told me this, next time I see him or her, I will punch him on his face. I will say bad things to him or her because they are always envious of me. This is all bad desire, right? To make to evil plot against someone. So that we have to kind of, so, but we have full permission to have lot of spiritual desires. right? Like, I want to chant more, I want to read more, I want to dance for Krishna, I want to serve prasadam for Janmashtami. This is a desire, right? I want to invite Vaishnavas to my home. I want to assist my mother in cooking so we can serve devotees. How many of you have these spiritual desires? Anyone or others also? Any spiritual desires anyone has? Or no spiritual desires? Spiritual desires are good, right? It's healthy. We should have, correct? Mehul, can you think of any spiritual desire?
Well, a spiritual desire could be well, like when I grow up, I want to be Krishna's devotee or something. I mean, I'm not good with these desire stuff, so yeah, but I just tried.
Very good. You're a very nice devotee, and it's a very good desire that I want to be a Krishna devotee, right? I'm trying to be. So basically, to not act in the alignment of conditioned mind. Bhagavad Gita 6.6. Because conditioned mind is like, who knows the answer? Conditioned mind is like our, with 6.6 Bhagavad Gita as the reference. Yes, Vinita.
Greatest enemy.
Greatest enemy. Very good. Excellent. And what's the other side? Who knows the other side of this? Beyond
Our best friend.
Our best friend. What kind of mind is the best friend? Lakshay.
Helpful and encouraging.
Controlled mind, right? If mind is controlled, it's the best friend. If it's uncontrolled, who knows the verse? Bonus points. So you're not practicing, my dear friends. Yes, Lakshay, tell.
Bandhuratmanastasya yenatmaiva atmana jitva anatmanasya shatrutve vartetatmaiva shatruvat.
Good. Almost there. Good try. Vidya and Avni will post a list of verses. Please keep practicing, huh? Very important. Okay. So we all get now, who all need spiritual strength? Who all struggle with things to say yes to good and no to bad? Right? If you didn't raise the hand, that means you have absolutely no problem in saying yes to the good and no to the bad. That means you never say yes to no, yes to the bad, right? We all need that strength, correct? Because there is a lot of infection everywhere, right? So why is it important? I think we covered a little bit here also. Say no to the temptations, and it will help us to prepare for the real test. The real test we all have to give, correct? And time flies fast. If we do not prepare for it, then we'll miss the bus. We will lose the opportunity. Okay, we'll come to this one first. How to develop or nourish our spiritual strength. It is analogous to good food, exercise, and routine. Like in material strength, we discuss good food or good diet and good routine, correct? Good sleep, good habits. You all remember that? And just now we discussed a few slides back. So in spiritual sides also, in spiritual strength, developing spiritual strength, there are 5 most important things. They are called the ABCDE of Bhakti. And this will be your homework verse to memorize also. How many of you already know this verse? Anyone? I think we have done it. Maybe I remember. Sadhu Sangha, Nama Kirtana, Bhagavata Shravana. Have we covered this verse in the past?
We did the Sadhu Sangha services.
Okay, that's different. Yeah, that's different. 5 most important secrets to develop spiritual strength. A, B, C, D, E. Okay. We'll cover the ABCD of Bhakti, and whether you are a 10-year-old, 15-year-old, or a 100-year-old, anywhere in spiritual journey, this will stay the same secret. After 50 years from now also, if someone asks you what's the secret to develop spiritual strength, it won't change. For a 30-year-old, for a 40-year-old, for your mother, father, for your grandmother, grandfather, this is the secret. If anyone wants to develop spiritual strength, if anyone wants to overcome their lower self, if anyone wants to come from tamoguna to goodness, to pure goodness, this is the secret. And we are doing it for ourselves because we need it badly. I need it badly. This should be our mood. I need it. I'm struggling. I have a lot of ways to improve myself. So let's read this verse. Sadhu Sangha Nama Kirtan Bhagavata Shravana Mathura Vasa Shri Murtira Shraddhaya Sevana. Sadhu Sangha Nama Kirtana Bhagavata Shravana Mathura Vasa Shri Murtira Shraddhaya Sevana. Okay, some of you will recite. Yes, Vedi. Navani, go ahead.
Sadhu Sangha Nama Kirtan Bhagavata Shravana Mathura Vasa Shri Murtira Shraddhaya Sevana.
Sadhu Sangha Nama Kirtan Bhagavat Shravana Mathura Vasa Shri Murtira Shraddhaya Sevana.
Good. Ayush? Ayush, you're speaking? I can't hear you.
Oh, my mic was off, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Sadhu Sangha Nama Kirtana Bhagavata Shravana Mathura Vasa Shri Murtira Shraddhaya Sevana.
Wonderful. Sadhu Sangha, what does it mean? A is Bhakti is A, B, C, D, E. A for association. Sadhu Sangha. Sadhuo ka Sankana. Right? That means to associate with other devotee friends. So we should have devotee friends. How many of you have some devotee friends? Raise your hand. And when you are with devotee friends, what kind of things you do? Material or spiritual or both? Or let's say how much of the time you spend in spiritual activities? Like what percentage? Out of the time you spend with your devotee friends, how much time you spend in spiritual activities? When I say spiritual activities, could be taking prasadam together, it could be preparing for Janmashtami, it could be anything it's directly or indirectly connected to Krishna. But if you're watching a movie together, which has no link to Krishna, like a Harry Potter, that's not Sadhu Sangha, right? Do you agree with that? If you are playing soccer, it's okay to play soccer. I'm not against playing soccer or anything, or going for a running. But if you're going for, let's say, a walk and you're talking about Krishna or discussing, that's again Sadhu Sangha. So good 60-70%, or everyone is saying 80%, that's good. That's very healthy. And the rest of the time also you're talking maybe sometimes about study, sometimes about health, sometimes about some other stuff, which is absolutely good and fine. So raise your hand if you have at least 1 or 2 friends like that, where you can talk something. Okay, Athar, you don't have any spiritual friends with you?
I do, but they live far away.
It's okay. I mean, it's not that you have to meet every day, right? It's okay. I mean, like, even if you meet once a week or so, it's okay. And I think in this age, there are a lot of other ways also to connect, right? Like this is also what we are doing is sadhu sangha, correct? So you have someone whom you can like talk to and discuss ideas and like discuss how is your japa going, what are you reading these days, right? To inspire us. We have teachers, we have parents, but we need friends also, right? Everyone has a different role to play, correct? Teachers, parents sometimes could be strict, but friends are more uplifting, I guess. You agree? So how many of you have some spiritual friends? At least one, two, right? Beyonto?
I
No?
have a lot.
You have a lot?
Yeah, it feels like it. Everybody in this class.
Everybody in this class. Very good. Meho?
Well, actually, actually, I don't have any spiritual friends. I mean, not that I have met anyone. Tried finding ones, I guess.
Would you like to have spiritual friends?
Yeah, I think having spiritual friends would increase your spiritual strength.
Absolutely. That is one of the main secrets. And I would encourage you that you are in Tampa, in Brandon community, just not very far from you, there are friends like Krishna, Rama, Viraj, Vinayak, and Dina Krishna, and Jagannath. So many, they all live near you. So try to come to programs in person when possible, right? Please. And your parents will get adult spiritual friends, and you will get kids spiritual friends. And of course, I am also a friend to all, right? Especially to this group. You want to discuss anything with me at any time, I'll be available for you. So I know friendship is not a thing like which, um, it takes time to develop spiritual friends, right? And it's better to have a handful or like a focus more on the quality of friendship than the quantity. Always remember, we don't need 50 friends. People may have 1,000 friends on Facebook, but not one friend face to face to talk to, right? So it's better to have one moon than 1,000 stars. So have at least one or two friends whom you can trust, whom you can relate, who are more or less similar age groups, correct? Right? So you can share things, you can discuss things. I'm sure you have some friends in the school, right, where you discuss physics, maths, and stuff, right? Your academics. That's nice. But at the same time, try to have some spiritual friends also. This will be very helpful to you, right? Okay. And try to strengthen that. Next week, we'll discuss how to strengthen spiritual friendships. Is that a good topic? How to strengthen, again from Sri Rupa Goswami. So Meho, you'll be good. You'll try to develop some and pray to Krishna. He'll help you out. Okay. Anyone else needs help with? Yes, Isha.
I have lots of spiritual friends. I have some in North Carolina. I have one in North Carolina. I have one in somewhere else. I have lot in Zoom, lots in Facebook. Well, like on my mom's phone, lots in the temple.
Wow.
And yeah.
That's beautiful. That's very nice. Good. And as I said, try to strengthen or thicken that friendship with at least some whom you feel you relate more closely, who you're able to mutually help and assist each other, right, in your journey. What else? Anyone else? Okay, a lot of you have hands up. What's up? Let's tell. Yes, Gauri, Lakshay, Karina. Gauri, you want to say something?
I'm just saying that I have a lot of friends in India. Those are a bit less devotee friends, and I have a lot of friends in USA, including this group too.
That's beautiful. That's very nice. That's most important for bhakti. So A is for association of devotees. Sadhu Sangha Nama Kirtana. B is reading books like Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. So whenever we come together in the association of devotees, we should read with each other. Okay, let's read 10 minutes. Before we talk anything else, we'll read for 10 minutes, a verse or two. Is it doable? Very doable, right? So when you meet with your spiritual friends, let's do all these things together. C is chanting, individually called japa, congregational chanting called kirtan, right? Sing together. Let's sing one bhajan of some Narottam Das Thakur, right? Or some Bhakti Vinod Thakur. D is deity worship and also diet Krishna Prasad, eating prasadam that all of you love a lot. I don't need to overemphasize on that. That's also very important. So A, B, C, D, E, right? Association of devotees, books, reading Bhagavad Gita, chanting holy names, individually called japa, collectively sankirtan, diet or Krishna Prasad, and deity worship. And then we will enter Vrindavan, Mathura Vasa. Our home will become a spiritual world. Okay? Let me tell you a small story. You like stories, right? So, once upon a time, there was a grandfather. And grandfather would read the Bhagavad Gita every day to his grandson. And he said, the grandson, said, nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. You have told me so many verses from Bhagavad Gita, right? But I don't remember much. Like sometimes you may attend this class and we may forget. So many classes you may have attended. Some of you have been joining for 3-4 years, right? If I ask you, please tell me what topic we discussed 12 weeks back, right? We don't remember, correct? Anyone remembers? I also don't remember, right? If I ask you, what did you eat 12 days back in the lunch? It'll take so much to think, and what did I really eat? Did I skip that lunch? Was it Ekadashi? I don't know, right? It's hard, correct? So the grandson felt like that. So the grandfather said, okay, you take this coal basket and go fetch water in there. So the coal basket had a lot of holes. It was dirty, black, dirty, because of charcoal, and it had a lot of holes. So the grandfather said, please go to the river and get water in there. So the son went, the grandson went. But as he was getting the water to the house from the river, because the basket has holes, all the water started to leak, correct? And he said, grandfather, what are you doing? Why are you asking me to carry this in this basket full of holes? He said, no, please try again. You have to try better. So he went again, and then guess what happened? He tried, but all the water passed through the holes. 10 times it happened. He was frustrated. He said, this is not good. This is, waste of time. This is ridiculous. And I don't want to do this. And No change is happening. What's the use of filling water? Anyways, it's draining, correct? So the grandfather said, look at the color of the basket. Earlier, it was dark as coal, but now, because of continuously, as the clean water has passed through those holes, the bucket color has completely changed. It has been cleansed of all the dirt. So, my dear friends, we may not remember sometimes, your mother is giving you food every day, or your grandmother, someone is giving you food every day. You may not remember what you ate 2 months back or 2 years back, but if you would have not eaten that, you would not have the bodily strength. Yes? Similarly, we may not sometimes remember all the classes we hear, but that doesn't mean that, oh, it's not important. I don't recollect, I may have heard so many classes, so many devotees, so many years and decades. If you ask me, do I remember everything? What I heard 15 years back, 15 days back, 15, right? It's impossible to remember everything, but it's nourishing us. That nourishment, that regular nourishment is important to develop spiritual strength. Are you following it? So don't worry, even if you don't remember, but if you're present in the class, you're getting something, you have been nourished, right? If you remember something, great. If you don't remember, still your nourishment has happened. Correct? So this is the story about the grandson, grandfather. We'll take some few more thoughts and then we'll wrap up. Yes, this is a nice slide which I like. You have no iceberg, right? Only the top 10-20% is visible. Rest is below the surface. So when people see the success, like say success is the iceberg, that's what people see. But behind the scene, there's a lot of persistence, a lot of hard work, a lot of sacrifice, a lot of dedication, a lot of discipline, right? Any success, whether you say someone won the marathon, what we'll say, oh, you got the gold medal in the marathon. But what's behind the scene, right? All these things, hard work, persistence. So someone is spiritually very great. But what's behind the scene? What's behind the scene? Okay, this is your homework. You will make the iceberg for spiritual success. Okay? Are you following the question? You will make the iceberg for spiritual success, right? So that means there is a surface, something is clearly seen, something underneath, which is not seen, but that person is doing. Are you all following the question? So raise your hand if you follow the question, okay? And then the verse, Sadhu Sangha Nama Kirtana, says 5 things. Okay. So we covered most of it. And very, very important point, regularly. Everything has to be done regularly, like watering the tree. This is another, when time to perform arrives, the time to prepare has passed. What does that mean? The time to perform, when the time to perform arrives, the time to prepare has passed. Yes, Mehul?
So, I actually have a question and an answer. Should I say the answer first or the question? Because I have a question and an answer.
Okay, let's complete this topic, and then we'll come to your question. Who will explain this line? When the time to perform arrives, the time to prepare has passed. Is it too hard? Think about it. It's not that hard. Yes, Vinita?
Hare Krishna. Like, it's kind of like when you're in the classroom and a teacher gives you a pop quiz, like you walk into the classroom and you sit down, you can't pull out your notes and start studying for the quiz that's being handed out. You have to take it right there and right then. So
Very
you
good.
can't prepare.
Wonderful. It's like a surprise test. You have to be ready, right? Very good. Any other example? Lakshay?
Some people say that when like some people tell, like when devotees tell materialistic people to start doing bhakti because they will never know when like the final test comes. They'll say that they have a long time to live and they'll do it when they're old, but it like they might like they might leave their body before they do any bhakti. So like they haven't prepared, but the final test has come.
Beautiful, beautiful point. How many of you have fire drills in school? Right? What is fire drill? It's basically preparing you for the actual fire, just in case. Correct? So when the time to perform, when the perform means actual, when the actual fire comes, then there is no time to prepare. Right? Then you have to act. Correct? Then you have to act what you have already prepared. Correct? Very good. Yeah. Okay, so this pretty much sums up our discussion today. And this is also very, very helpful. To the degree every individual is strong, to the degree community is strong. These are some notes from His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj's class I was hearing today. So, you are helping yourself and you help others also. If everyone in the group is, let's say, weak, if one person is weak, then others will also become weak, right? So by being strong spiritually, you are helping others also to be strong, right? Because community is what? Community is a set of people, correct? So if everyone is in the enthusiastic, guess what? 1 + 1 becomes 11, right? Let's say I propose the idea, oh, shall we do book distribution next week? And then Vedai says, well, we just did last week, take it easy. And then I asked Lakshya, what do you think? No, Prabhuji, we'll do next month, we have a lot of time. And I say, okay, maybe we'll just like skip the idea, right? But now take it other way. Hey, what do you guys think we should do MSF next week? And then Vedai says, yes, that's wonderful. I'll get cookies from home. I'm so excited. Oh, Lakshya says, yes, I have booked the reservation and I'm going to do this, right? Then my enthusiasm, which was maybe a little bit feeble, by seeing their enthusiasm, I get more enthusiastic. You see how this association helps or hinders, right? So we should always be enthusiastic. Egoism and lethargy, laziness are our biggest obstacles. Yes, we will do Kahoot very shortly. But before that, any questions? Let's get ready for the Kahoot. We will complete Narottam Das Thakur's story also, maybe in future. Thank you for the reminder. Let's wrap up today's discussion. Let's get ready for the Kahoot also. There are a few thoughts. So the homework is clear. You'll make a spiritual iceberg, spiritual success iceberg, right? What are the ingredients which go to make us spiritually successful? That's what's seen, but what's not seen. Okay. Yes. So some of you have some thoughts. Bionto, Mehul. Yes, go ahead.
Can I leave the class while the Kahoot is going because I'm really tired?
Okay. Yeah, going forward, you don't have to ask that question. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Mehul?
So, Prabhuji, for the iceberg, is it like we have to draw like an example, like so like an example, like he did so much, so like he won the basketball champion thingy, and he did so much hard work to train for it. Like, do we have to do like an example or something, or like do we have to like do something else for the
Yes, you
iceberg.
have to be the example, but the topic is like for someone has to get a, let's say, success in basketball, they have to practice maybe 3 hours basketball a day. They have to eat good diet. They have to go to basketball stadium every day to practice, right?
So we have to go
So
like in detail for that.
we have to go in detail for spiritual success. If
Oh,
we spiritual, if we want to be like the goal is spiritual success, right? Spiritual good devotee. We want to be a good devotee. So what are all the things we need to put as effort? A lot we discussed today, right? So it's just like kind of you are summing up, right? Okay. So we discussed a lot about spiritual strength. We compared it to material strength or bodily strength. So good food. Good food means in spiritual life, good association, healthy food for mind, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, stories, Katha, away from bad association, bring the good association, right? Having a regular routine, getting up early, and slowly doing tapasya, as we have already discussed the tapasya, what it means. You cover it nicely in the last calls also. And all this will help us to be a good devotee. And of course, chanting is also the main important thing. Any questions before we go to Kahoot? Okay.
Prabhuji, so like in Kahoot, like are we like to like put some names or something? Like, or do we just put our name?
You can put any name, you can put your name, but you would need a gadget. You know how to play Kahoot, right? So yeah, let's start, please. Avani Vede will start it. And thank you.
Which mode do you guys want to do today? Classic or any of the player pace modes?
Can I do submarine? The submarine squad. I agree with it.
Okay. Is everybody in?
I mean, well, I am.
Okay. We'll get started.
Wait, what? Wait,
Okay,
oh
so
wait,
I
no, we were at
think
level
We
1.
lost.
I think we died. We lost. Yeah. I think you need to go before the fish eats the submarine.
Yeah, we need to do this a little faster, I think. I mean, that's basically the goal. Oh,
It's the
it's
crossroad.
it's the one with the 2 arrows thingy. It has like 2 arrows like that split. Like it's like a path that splits into 2 arrows. Like it's kind of like that. Who doesn't have it? I see that there's only one person.
I think it's a
It's
mountain.
it's like a path that like splits into 2.
It's
like-
a different. It's a
I
different.
just clicked on it and it said that it was wrong.
Yeah,
It's
It changed. Mayol, it changed. Go.
No, the first one is a
Guys, whatever it is, you
This is
have
the one.
only 5
changed.
seconds
You have to
left.
do it quickly.
It's like a rock.
No,
It's like a
no,
rock.
Mel knows that it's
1, 0.
I didn't know it changed.
Oh well.
At least we
else?
get one more life,
Is it
but this
over
is
now?
our last life.
Oh,
I also joined this. I couldn't see all of you lose.
ooh. Okay, Navia.
What is it?
What is it?
It's an arrow.
arrow.
What?
It's an arrow.
A tomato?
I
arrow.
got the arrow.
Okay.
Now what is it?
Okay. Next.
45
It
seconds.
changed.
Like a cake.
It changed. Okay. Yeah.
What's the next one?
Now what is it?
Like
It's a
just
squiggle.
squiggle.
30 seconds.
A what?
A squiggle, basically.
Squiggly line. And I think it's a
We survived the second one. Like finally.
Good.
Well, nice job, everyone.
Nice job, indeed.
Teamwork, right? They have to focus on communication, coordination to help the ship sail, submarine. Good job. Thank you, Avani, for preparing this for everyone. I guess that's the most fun part here, which everyone likes, right? Okay, so thank you. Hare Krishna. Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Samavita
Jai.
Gaur, Govinda ki jai,
Jai.
Jai Kalpataru ki jai.
Kripa
Kripa
Sindhu
Sindhu
Jab Patitanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha.